Hey, I'm Blake with Webology. Today we're going to look at some outdated digital marketing techniques that can land you a Google penalty on your website. First thing we want to look at is deceptive content. And what we mean by that is just basically not exactly telling the user who's browsing through a Google search what the page is really about. So in the past, people put deceptive titles in their meta description on their website. So when it shows up in search, the title says one thing, and then you get to a page and it's talking about something totally different. People are doing that to try to steal traffic from highly searched keywords. And so what they would do is create content around something they're trying to sell and then rank it for something the page is not even talking about. So that's a great way to land yourself a penalty and to lose revenue and traffic to your website. Another thing we want to look at is low quality links. In the past, SEOs in our industry would tell you that a link is a link. It doesn't matter if it's relevant to what the site's talking about. It doesn't matter where it's come from and things like that. But today, Google's algorithm has gotten so advanced it can actually tell whether or not a link coming to your site is from another site in your industry or in your field of work. So without relevancy, links really aren't good. There's a few exceptions to that rule, but you can't just go out and buy links anymore. In the past, people used to go to places like Fiverr. They would go to sites like Black Hat World, and they would buy links. The thing with buying links is you're probably going to get them from low quality sites that aren't related to what you're doing, and Google already knows that those websites are selling links. They absolutely know that's happening, and because of that, those links are only going to hurt and not help your business. The next thing we want to look at is keywords. Keyword stuffing was a problem 2014, 2015. It's kind of tapered off now. People aren't doing it because it doesn't work. And what that is just simply taking your keyword. Let's say you're trying to rank a site for something like digital marketing in Birmingham, Alabama. If you put digital marketing Birmingham, Alabama on a page 20 times, and that page only has 300 words of content, you're keyword stuffing. So Google has cracked down on that practice. It doesn't work anymore. People are doing all kinds of crazy stuff like putting white text on a white background so that you can't see it, and they would put digital marketing Birmingham 1,000 times on a page. If Google sees that, more than likely you've got a few weeks before your site gets de-indexed, and it's going to be a really difficult struggle to overcome that penalty and to get it back at the top of Google in the future. The last thing we want to look at is over-optimized links. Now, these links can be both internal links on your site or links coming in from external places. So on your site, you've got to make sure that you're not linking too many times with the same anchor text to a particular page. So for our site, if we said digital marketing agency in 20 different links on the same blog post and we pointed all those to our homepage, it would risk a penalty. So we don't do that. We're real careful with our anchor text. We want to make it look natural. We want it to add value to the article so that the reader understands that this link is pointing to more information. If I want to read on this, I know exactly what the link's about before I even go there, because it's a very descriptive anchor text that talks about what the link is going to point me to. Off-page links. So a problem with off-page links is that people in the past were optimizing their links coming into their site way too much. They would use the same phrase over and over and over again. Google got wise to that. What they did was they put a program in their algorithm that basically searches your anchor text, and if you get over a certain percentage for a particular keyword, you're going to run into problems. So ideally, you probably don't want more than 1% of your anchor text to be the keyword you're trying to rank for. You want anchor text from external links to be natural. Learn more about digital marketing tips here. Here's a related post about techniques you can use to help with your digital marketing. Those are great anchor text. But if we just put digital marketing as our anchor text as 20 different links on a few sites, we're risking a penalty if we don't have a lot of other links that aren't optimized to kind of make that ratio look a little bit better. So anchor text is something you've got to be careful with both on page and off page when you're doing your SEO. There's a lot of other outdated black hat techniques that aren't ethical. They're not going to help you in 2018. So you want to avoid those. You always want to make sure that you're following the latest industry trends in SEO. If you're outsourcing your SEO to an agency, you want to make sure that you're always using an ethical agency that's trustworthy and they have a track record of ranking sites in Google without risking a penalty and potentially losing thousands or even millions of dollars for their client in missed revenue. I'm Blake with Webology. Thanks for listening.